Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just sitting here, hanging around. Whoa! Oh my God! It's the Yes Man. Oh man. Yes Man. You play that Half-Life, Alex?
See you on the next 8-hour stream that'll begin in 15 minutes.
A very short visit from the Yes Man. Thank you, Yes Man. Oh, good show, everybody. We got a lot of stuff lined up for the after show too. Let's look at Showbot first.
Oh yeah, we got to finish our Billy Joel bracket.
Got to do Billy Joel. Got to do some outtakes.
Bonnie, how many of the 16 do you think we got right? 14.
He says 8. We got 14.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Which ones did we get wrong, though?
Oh.
Were they just the not
don't
the
ask
big
me
ones?
why I lost to Miami 2017.
Really?
And yeah, I was
Justin
surprised.
called that, right? Like, wasn't that his?
No, I think that was a surprise to both of us.
That was a surprise, yeah, 'cause
And-
I'm not a real big Miami 2017 fan.
And Captain Jack lost to Just the Way You Are.
Really?
Yes.
Really.
Captain Jack will get you high tonight.
Get you high again. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, let's take a look at Showbot.tv.
This is not a dating site. It's pretty good.
Oh, nothing. Oh, geez, that was a fun. That was a spirit.
Between a squat and man spreading, the Muhammad Ali of small dicks.
Oh, a lot of good moments.
Literal shit posting.
When your wife can't tell if it's a dick or a cheetah.
What?
Holy
That
shit,
classic-
man! From the titles
that
alone.
classic canard.
Did we just have the greatest episode
I was
ever?
about to
What
say,
the-
from these titles, this episode was fucking lit. Ring-a-doo.
Ring-a-doo.
Now it's only us. We've got time. Let's do this.
Diapers
People
filled.
shitting.
Not old people shit.
The pussy is half full for the small dick problems.
He's like a caterpillar.
Being like a
Oh.
caterpillar.
Coyotes be pooping like this.
I think it scrolled up Jesus T-pose for our sins. Tokyo Driftwood.
God, I think we did a good show, Justin.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Well, make sure everybody
We're
get your
your
votes
last
in.
option, fuckers.
I'm not Googling that.
Oh.
Beastie Alex
burritos.
scat porn was a good pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an episode that I might skip. Like assuming that would be the topic.
Oh god, I forgot that I fucking described lost.jpg in the fucking show too. What
What a journey,
what
man.
a range.
Wow.
Big.
A lot of good ones here. I'm feeling either this is not a dating site or the Muhammad Ali of small dicks.
I'm feeling like this is not a dating site just because Muhammad Ali of Small Dicks was, I mean, it's very, I don't know though. That does sound like it would be a funny episode.
I mean, that's evocative. You hear
Yeah,
that there's the
I'm
Muhammad
on
Ali
board
of
with
small
that.
dicks, and you're like, what the fuck? I gotta get more information.
Yeah, if you're already a Night Attack fan, then that's more of an invitation than a send away, than a warning.
Awesome. Well, thank you to Ren Igu for sending in that title with the bang ass command.
Renegade says no, don't do this.
Well, sorry about it. Why don't you guys talk to each other for a few minutes and then we'll come back and we'll do those Billy Joel.
Man. So wait, guys, you have kids that are not going anywhere like nobody else is. Have you benefited from the glut of first run entertainment that is now either pouring onto streaming services or Disney Plus or anything like that?
I mean, outside of what the kids watched Frozen 2 when it came out, and you know, for one day they sang those four
and
minutes.
that was early,
those.
right? Like that was supposed to be later in the year, and
Oh,
then they
yeah.
put it out.
Yeah. It was a fairly big deal for them to move it up as early as they did. But then I guess next up, Onward went to VOD, and now it's
Oh,
about to
it
hit
did?
Disney Plus already.
In like 2 weeks?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's like, I mean, because fucking what else is it gonna do?
I
Not
know.
play in a movie theater? Like, no, everything that was in movie theaters is now, and in fact, there was a Camille Nanjiani Issa Rae comedy that is now going right to VOD. That was going to
it's going straight to Netflix.
Straight to Netflix.
Straight to I guess Netflix cut that check.
Yeah. Cordkillers.com. We actually, it's been the topic of the past 3 episodes or so.
Yeah, it's funny because on Cord Killers we were talking about the fact that, you know, as consumers we're always cheering for Day and Date, but as a fan of both of those leads, I'm sad they didn't get to have a genuine Hollywood premiere and a theatrical run. Like now that it was kind of a monkey's paw moment where it's like, well, congrats, Day and Date is more possible now than ever before. Here are 2 actors whose stars are on the rise, who you now feel bad for because they just won't even get the Hollywood experience.
No. Better.
Better for them or better?
Yes, because now this has way more of a chance to be the movie that everybody talks about. If you look at like critical darling comedies, they die in the movie theater these days. Like Booksmart. Booksmart was beloved, a Sundance hit, all the critics jizzed all over it.
But all anyone remembers is that it made $20 in a taco.
People remember more the articles complaining, why aren't you going to see Booksmart? Like, than they do the movie itself. It's better. You're going to get way more of the word of mouth. Word of mouth will matter more when it's a Netflix click away during a quarantine than it would if it were still in theaters. And it's like, based on the trailer, I love both of them. I'm pretty sure Michael Showalter directed it, and I think that he's a fucking hilarious director. Didn't exactly look like the perfect use of both of their powers. It looked like a serviceable, kind of comedy. So I would rather them have that be more beloved than it was, and then they both get to do things that are like at the height of their powers.
Stumbled across a not bad prediction on Cord Killers that after I said it popped out of my mouth, and I thought, oh shit, maybe there's something to that. Day and Date releases become more common, but extended or director's cuts get the theatrical releases. So technically it's the same movie, but going to see it in the theater is kind of ever so slightly the real event that you with pride make the effort to go see.
So that would be interesting, because it would be flipping the dynamic of director's cuts that are usually either more sexual, more violent, or longer. That now that, which for largely technological reasons, so I'm kind of on your train of thought here. The only reason why we think of that as the home video experience are A, modesty. Maybe you don't want to see that tit fucking scene that the studio demanded get cut, right? In amongst a bunch of other people.
Oh my God! How else will you know that Thanos is a boss if you don't show the tit fucking scene? God damn it!
They thought I was a madman. I invented tit fucking, and also I had this idea that if we killed half the universe, that everybody else would have more food. But it only came after a clarity nut after this epic tit fuck session.
Wait, that just rolled off your tongue way too easy. Like that was.
He's like, well, I do have a
really
treatment back here. Hold on.
So it would be either like, the only reason why you do that in general would usually be technology. That it used to have limits on reels, right? You had no limits on Laserdisc or DVD or VHS. So that's where the director's cut came in, is that it can be an abnormal length. It can have things that don't necessarily have to be rated the same way. I'm kind of with you. I kind of think that you run the thing that isn't run somewhere else behind the gate. The paywall, both physical and they're going to take your money there, is the event. The director. And also the directors are going to be way more excited to be like, Christopher Nolan's really going to be like, because he's like, fuck phones. I hate fucking the people watching my movies on phones. He's going to be like, look, if you want to see it, I'm putting in everything Now also because everything's downloaded and shown digitally anyway, it's not that big of a deal for the mainstream chains. I'm kind of with you.
So
I buy it.
Imagine in the theaters, just like you have currently, you have 2D and 3D releases side by side. You can either go see the director's cut or the official release of any movie, and they're side by side, running simultaneously. You also have day and date releases. And then people are like, well, when is the director's cut going to come out? You're like, you know what? We don't need, it's just a director's cut. We don't even know if there's any demand for it. We'll see how it does in the theater. And then essentially, 2 months pass. And then basically that becomes like, oh my God, I never saw, everybody was talking about that one scene and I didn't even see it. It's so crazy. I want to see it. Whatever.
Yeah. No, I actually kind of like that idea. I think that it steers more into the auteur thing. Now, the question then becomes, is there a future past this moment that we have for family movies in a day and date world going forward? Like, do you ever want to take your kid to a fucking theater after you now know the world of like all the fucking primetime shit coming out right there on your television and on the iPad at any moment?
I think I do, because I don't mind. Like, one of the things I dig about Pixar movies is that there's a standard of quality that for the most part they've kept to. I know that for 2.5 hours I'm going to get to sit, eat a pizza, have a beer, and generally have it be an okay time and have the kids, handled. So,
sure, but
yeah.
also you could just keep playing Hearthstone. And they
well,
could
but
watch.
Also, I mean, I genuinely.
Well, and your kids are
dig
getting
the
older
content,
now,
because we've seen a real flight to quality in kids programming.
Sure, but regardless, the question isn't the quality, because you can still watch the movie with your kids, right? The difference is whether or not you're getting in the car and going to a movie theater.
paying for popcorn, soda, candy.
Spending $1 billion.
That's so then if, let's say, family movies are never the same after this in theaters, then maybe the theaters are more like, no, you want to know what? Let's go
X-rated.
more avant-garde. So I mean, not X-rated, but kind of X-rated, right? Like, so it's like it's Verhoeven X-rated, right? It's not, It's not 30% of the economy's OnlyFans.
Hey, can we talk about how fucked up it used to be in a pre-internet world, that like in the 1970s, people would casually go out in big groups to watch Deep Throat? like how bizarre does that sound nowadays?
I think but like back then it was just like, hey, this lady fucks so many people in this movie. Imagine a movie and you're like, what do you mean? Like Jaws? And you're like, yeah, think Jaws. But imagine that there was a lady who was, instead of a shark and instead of eating people, she was fucking them.
And then they close the beach.
Damn, I gotta go see that. And so they do. And then like at some point you got the fucking heart on and you're looking at the theater and you're like, damn, it'd be great if I could jerk off. And then you want to take it home, right? And that's the birth of the modern porn industry.
Called Sorejaw.
it's Lockjaw, Cockjaw.
Lockjaws.
All right, you guys want to do some Billy Joel picks?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
So first toss up here.
By the way, I can't believe I chased Bonnie out with that Thanos titty fucking rant. My apologies to Bonnie.
The first matchup here is Scenes from an Italian Restaurant and Still Rock and Roll. Two biggies. Well, two Billies, but.
I still think Scenes. I mean, remember, he's got a Twitter following of people who read the New York Daily News. Scenes from an Italian Restaurant is scripture. I think it advances over Still Rock and Roll.
Yeah. Still Rock and Roll is just a little bit cheesy, dated.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a character piece that he's putting on in a way that Scenes from an Italian Restaurant is heartfelt. And like you said, scripture. I'm with you.
All right.
So it's also like Still Rock and Roll is him like taking down disco.
Yeah.
Which is back and bigger than ever. All right.
Yeah.
The other matchup in this bracket is My Life and Moving Out.
Hey, the musical ain't called My Life.
Yep. I'm with you. Moving up.
Right. In the next bracket, it's Uptown Girl v. Miami 2017.
Man, you know, it's got.
Uptown Girl.
I don't know
always
Miami
beats Miami 2017.
Uptown Girl does have the nostalgia classic, but it's also, I mean, you want to talk about a character piece. You know, he's suddenly doing this doo-wop thingy. I don't know the song Miami 2017, so I'm already in the dark.
Yeah, I'm going with Uptown Girl.
Yeah, I am too.
Going with Uptown Girl. The other is Only the Good Die Young v. Big Shot.
It's got to be Only the Good Die Young, right?
I mean, you had to be a big shot, Brian.
Yeah,
You
no,
had
open
to
up
be
your-
a big shot, didn't you?
Yeah, but okay, that one of those is anthemic and is an encore piece, and the other is not. One of those is a second encore.
All right, hold on. I might actually bet you $5 right now that if Bryce looks up a Billy Joel set, that Big Shot comes after Only the Good Die Young.
As an or ever as an encore.
Just wherever. So if it's an encore, then it would obviously be at the very end.
All right, we'll let that be the determining.
But even if it's not an encore, just where in the set list, I would bet that a Big Shot comes after Only the Good Die Young.
So from setlist.fm, this is the February 2020 Billy Joel setlist from Madison Square Garden in New York. We were looking for Only the Good Die Young and Big Shot. Only the Good Die Young is played 21st, and Big Shot is played 29th. Big Shot is after in the encore.
Oh shit! I stand corrected. All right, it's got to be Big Shot then.
Yeah.
Okay,
that would be where I would go. I mean, because Only the Good Die Young it's good, but I feel like there are some songs now for people that are now just like fans of Billy Joel or like love Billy Joel that like some of that doo-wop shit doesn't age as well, and Big Shot's not one of those doo-wop songs.
All right, in the other bracket here we've got New York State of Mind v. Tell Her About It.
No, sorry. Again, the scripture, New York State of Mind. Like there are people that are gonna like right now. I think 40% probably of Billy Joel's money, if not his touring schedule, is he just plays
just New York,
Madison
Madison,
Square Garden. Like, and he fills it out like it's a fucking showroom in Vegas. Like, and I'll guarantee that New York State of Mind is the moment for the crowd.
Hey, Bonnie. I don't know if Bonnie can hear me. She's about to leave. Hey, Bonnie. Justin apologized for chasing you off with the titty fucking Thanos.
She said no, it's funny.
Kelly's getting cavities done.
Oh, getting them all decorated? Getting them all blinged up?
Callie's getting fronts, everybody? Oh, okay. Okay. So New York State of Mind v. Tell Her About It. So you feel pretty strong about New York State of Mind, given that he does the New York show, Madison Square Garden, once a month, pretty much, right?
I think it's also the number one seed in that bracket, which shows you what the bracket maker thinks about it. Tell Her About It is a pretty powerful song. It went over River of Dreams, which
River of Dreams was kind of garbage.
Yeah, but a big hit. Right, that was one of his latter radio hits. So I still think New York State of Mind. That's
I'll back your play on that just for the New York hype train.
All right.
And again, he's writing to a bunch of New York Daily News readers. Like they're gonna go, fucking New Yorkers. They love the goddamn New York songs.
All right. Other one, Always a Woman v. Longest Time.
This is the power of that face off in any face to face. It's always a woman.
So you say that Always a Woman has the lore because it's about the ex-wife, and he doesn't play it anymore, right?
Well, he says it belongs to her and that he'll never play it live, and it's Longest Time also suffers from although that one is a fairly
doo-wop shit,
a fairly timeless one. It's probably the best of all his doo-wop shit. It's naked and pure, but. I'm gonna push hard for Always a Woman.
Because also, I think the people that love Billy Joel now are very defensive of him as a writer. And Always a Woman is one of those pop writer
Also,
songs.
you get an unfair cheat with that 3/4 time. That waltz time always makes something feel more, glossy and special.
Yeah. All right. Always a Woman. We're going
Always
a
a
Woman.
woman. All right.
Now, I don't know that it could take number one fully because it's got that 3/4 time.
It's gonna get crushed by New York State of Mind, but there's nobody that was gonna take out that number one seed.
Yeah.
All right. In the last bracket, Piano Man v. You May Be Right.
Ooh, this one. This is probably the fucking closest.
This is going to be the biggest surprise. I think it's You May Be Right because Garth Brooks, when he was looking for a cheap pop at his Central Park concert, didn't go with Piano Man. He went with You May Be Right.
Yeah. You May Be Right is probably the most endearing of the Billy Joel archetypes, right? He's had a lot of archetypes, and the like bad boy kind of like biker guy is the only one that's really survived. Like, he's never really fit well as like the Elton John and the River of Dreams mold. He's never going to be revered in the way that John Lennon or Paul McCartney is in the like pop writer mold. The one thing that he is that nobody else has survived on is like, he's kind of a bad boy and he's gotten a bunch of DUIs. Like he's kind of edgy like that. So that might be there. But I mean, we're talking about going over Piano Man, which is probably his most popular song of all time.
Yeah, I
right?
guess I'm thinking more guilt by association. Piano Man is every trash piano bar, bunch of drunk college chicks, slurring it. But then I feel
Piano
like
Man is his ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Like, there's just that.
Well,
element.
exactly. I suspect that Piano Man is going to be the Joel song that Joel fans love to hate. I think that's what's got.
So you think that
Wow.
it's so popular
Yeah.
that and You May Be Right is just.
Like anyone
it's
who's
an
a Joel
upset.
fan, when they say, "Oh, Billy Joel, Piano Man," right? You're like, "Hey, man, he's so much more than that," or whatever.
Hey, Brian,
Huh?
you may be wrong, but for all I know, you may be right. I'm saying we put that into the fucking
All right,
next
all
round.
right. That's a bold left turn we're making.
You're going to go You May Be Right. All right.
Oh, Mike TV has opinions.
And in the final matchup, Just the Way You Are v. We Didn't Start the Fire.
I can't believe we didn't start the fire. I guess it was just who it was paired against made it this far. I think Just the Way You Are. Do you know anybody who likes the catalog of Joel who likes that particular outlier? That stylistic outlier.
As somebody who fairly routinely like just dominates whatever Billy Joel catalog there is at karaoke, not only have I never heard somebody sing that song, I don't know if that song is on a lot of karaoke menus. That being said, if you're looking at Billy Joel fans, that is an impressive song to write. It is not, drivel like River Dreams or something where it was like just fitting into the zeitgeist and he had a certain degree of fame and that was a check to cash. Like, We Didn't Start the Fire is, I mean, all right, think of it like this. We Didn't Start the Fire is Forrest Gump. There are people now that are like, hey, you want to know what was good? Forrest Gump.
That movie
It
was
got
hot.
shit when-
That movie was so garbage. It was the We Didn't Start the Fire of movies.
It got shit when it was out, right?
Oh,
But-
it didn't though. I can't. I hated it when it was out.
No. From people like us.
Yeah.
Like fucking the film nerds were like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. And there's a lot of trends that it started like of just nostalgia fuckery that is so it deserves to be tried for war crimes for the standards that it set. As soon as you realize that you could just put anybody next to a thing that somebody remembered.
Yep.
And you were like, what? Instant money? and Hollywood just fucked that well dry. That being said, Forrest Gump itself as a movie does not deserve the kind of hate that the reaction to it, I think, was. I think the Forrest Gump as a movie itself is a fine movie with some good performances. There's some interesting thoughts and execution in there. In the same way that I think We Didn't Start the Fire, you can't go back and say that it's not a song that doesn't work hard. It's just, it's just him saying a bunch of shit that happened.
So, sorry, what's it up against?
We Just the Way You Are.
I suppose the mere fact that I immediately forgot who it was up against, and the whole conversation became the trial of We Didn't Start the Fire, suggests to me that maybe it will advance, and there's something there.
Because it is unique in that, and that really is kind of Joel's legacy. The more we talk about this kind of stuff, is that he's had all these different versions of himself, and he has never really cracked the top of it, right? But that's like this weird, it's not melodic, it's not telling a story, it's not this thing that he has done before, and yet he had a hit with that, and I feel like people will reward that.
Yeah. All right.
So you're locking in for We Didn't Start the Fire?
Let's shout out.
We're now,
shout out this guy's Twitter again, so everybody knows to follow him right now.
Sure. Joe Maniello at JOE_MANNIELLO. Joe Maniello.
And maybe we'll maybe we should reach out and have him on for the finals or something.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That'd be fun.
Just so people know that we're really committed to shoving Billy Joel down their throats.
All right, those are locked in.
Oh.
Where else you gonna go? Someone who just learned OBS yesterday? You what?
Speaking
How
of, if
do
you
I turn off alert sound? Says your favorite artist who just learned what Twitch was.
Speaking of, I know I'm going to be on DTNS tomorrow talking about how to get into streaming. I don't know if you were still going to try to join that, Brian.
Yeah, no. I thought it was today. I think it'll be after DTNS, but it'll be
after.
How to learn how to stream. Yeah.
So everyone tune in for that. Breaking news: YouTube to set the default video quality worldwide to standard definition
Because of the demands?
Yeah.
Load.
Yeah. I mean, even
we're
Justin
talking about the load.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can still choose high definition, but everyone will be defaulted to standard.
So here's what my suspicion is, and I could actually talk to some people about this, but I suspect that there are some important things that the government wants to protect, and I don't mean anything secretive, but rather just like communications and systems at hospitals or doctors or whatever healthcare providers, that they are concerned that won't be able to go through. And so these are the calls that are being made from the government to Google saying, hey, what if you turned this video compression this way and we could just shrink the internet a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, once people's credit cards start not going through because they get timed out, then there's gonna be some real questions about what's going on with the internet.
I mean, and I know from having conversations with Colleen, when she is working on video compression stuff for YouTube or for Facebook video, she would always whenever she was working on that, she would always lead the conversation with, "So I shrunk the internet last week," because when you're talking about video compression or video delivery is such a high volume part of the internet that if you can shrink how many bits it takes to get that video out to you, then literally you're shrinking the size of the internet. And that's what the government wants to do right now, is just make sure that there's enough ceiling for life.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Very crazy stuff.
Theater Monkey Colleen is a streaming god. She's probably doing that right now.
You guys want to do some outtakes from Real It or Fake It?
Sure.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
All right, we'll just go. We'll just do super lightning round. You both give me your answer. I'll reveal the answer. All right. Let's see. Let's go with this one. R/cats. No, sorry. Cars underwater. Cars underwater.
Oh, you definitely turned on the monitor.
Oh,
and then
I thought I turned it off. All right, Brian.
I'm gonna
Justin answers
recuse
first. Justin
myself
answers first.
from this one.
Wait, all right. But so while we figure this out, Sagwayne Bishop says Silicon Valley got the compression thing right. Yeah. Who do you think the fucking the technical advisor on Silicon Valley was?
Ooh.
Same person. All right.
Cars underwater, Justin.
Brian.
No, Brian recused himself.
I think it's real.
Brian, would you like to share with the class?
Not real. Boo!
It's not real.
Like a car going underwater.
Woo! There we go. All right, that monitor is off, right? No. Okay. How about this one? R/Asian men cooking.
Yes, it's got to be. Yes.
In this climate, yes.
Your answer is correct. It is real.
Wait, scroll down. I
How
wanna see. I
popular?
wanna see these
105
Asian
members.
men.
Yeah.
See these Asian men cooking.
Sushi for cats.
Yeah, is this? Oh, maybe that's. Are these the same channel? Yeah, it looks like maybe that's what the guy does in that video. Is he has his cat in the thumbnail?
Polishing a rusty knife. I told you. These motherfuckers in their polishing videos. They love that shit.
Scene from a movie, authentic Thai recipes, the story of Chan Honmeng.
It looks like a wrestling video from that.
It does. Oh, no, it's just their rotisserie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Omurice du jour. Oh, have you ever seen this video of the fucking fancy omurice?
Mm-mm.
So there's this guy. I'm sure there are plenty of other people who do it, but I know that there's one guy who's famous for making this specialty omelet rice. Where let me see if I can just skip ahead to the fucking nut shot.
Oh, where he folds it over into awesome squares? No, I'm thinking of a different one.
No. So he places it atop a bed of fried rice. And it's like kind of looks like a little wrapped up burrito of the egg.
Burrito.
And then
Oh my god.
What?
super juicy.
Is that the fucking Laverne and Shirley theme in the background?
I don't know the Laverne and Shirley theme.
Oh,
so I don't
go
know
back,
what
go back, go back. Why do you pour gravy all over it?
Wow.
I don't know what that sauce is. Bad Weave says it is the Laverne and Shirley theme.
I don't think it is.
Doing it our way.
Doing it our way.
Oh yeah, it might be.
It ain't that much chance, but take it.
It might be a ketchup, some sort of ketchup demi-glaze,
Hmm.
because they do ketchup on the eggs over there.
Oh, an extended version?
Dude, what a weird thing to be playing in a kitchen.
All right, here's one. R/Oakland hipsters.
Sorry, I just heard you say the same thing twice.
Wow.
That's Black Panther erasure. If it was a real thing, I'd follow it, and I may or may not be accidentally on it, surreptitiously.
All right. Oakland hipsters is food.
Yeah.
It's fake it.
There we go. I would have followed that one. Although I'll tell you this, the Oakland subreddit is lit. There was somebody put together an awesome fucking spreadsheet of all the restaurants that are open and what delivery services they use and everything. Like,
Nice.
that was news I could use.
Yeah, I think the Austin subreddit has something very similar of like what restaurants, what services the different restaurants are on. And there was one I saw the other day. I don't know if you saw this, Brian, where they were making a tool to track what grocery items are in stock
Oh, yeah.
around the city.
As a matter of fact, there was a sticky post at the top that said, here's the format. say the name of the grocery store, what they have, and in what quantity.
Wow.
And then people were just posting and upvoting and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's great. All right, here's another one. r/golden shower.
I believe it is real and it's not what we think.
Justin.
Say it again.
r/golden shower.
Bryce, I'm gonna say that is say that's real.
So Brian said it's real, but it's not what you think it would be.
Yeah,
What is,
I would back that play. I don't think it's piss vids or anything.
Yeah,
but,
I think it's like Saudi prince showers and shit.
oh, okay, like shower porn.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
showers porn. I wonder if that's. You might have to do that. All right. r/golden shower is real. It's about the piss tape.
Oh, so it turns out I was right, but for the exact wrong reason. Yes, it's real, and yes, it's exactly what you would think.
Well, it's not like a link to it or anything. Well, that one is not a very high traffic.
Yeah. Also, he didn't get pissed on, according to the Steele dossier. He had two hookers pee on a bed in front of him.
Yeah.
I guess that's still a golden shower. He's just watching pee, if that's the technical definition.
If
Hey,
pee
Bryce,
falls in a
moving on.
forest and it doesn't hit a man, is it a shower or not? Okay.
I'm just glad Bonnie left before that.
All right, here is our last one. r/insects having sex.
Oh my God, I totally believe it's real, and I want to see. Show me some bugs fucking. Bug fucking.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Insects having sex is not real.
Boo! All right, Google insects having sex.
Start it.
Insects having sex.
Yeah, man. Your number one hardcore Twitch channel for nothing but bugs fucking night attack.
Shit.
Oh, take that terms of service. You can't keep up with all the traffic. We're showing bugs fucking. Come at me, Ted Twitch.
You don't fucking know about these 8-legged freaks getting freaky on a leaf.
That's arachnids fucking.
I mean, they're bugs, right? Oh, fuck,
Oh, well.
no, they're different
Yeah,
things.
they're arachnids.
I don't know shit, but I do know this. These bugs are fucking.
All right, thank you.
I can see Bryce just doing the math. Like,
Thank you once again to Jason Grant for coming up with this. A lot of really good ideas. Thank you so much for doing all the heavy lifting for me today.
Bad weave. I'll be in my bunk.
I just looked down at the captioning, and it's nothing but F***, bugs fucking.
Oh yeah, our captioning thing's sensitive.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I hate to call the after show early, but I know that Brian's been both on the internet for a while and either wants to get off the internet or wants to play Half-Life Alyx on the internet or off the internet.
Yeah.
And I would also like to watch another episode of Tiger King before I go to sleep tonight.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, we'll call it there. Thank you everybody for checking out the Tuesday stream. We'll be back. I know I'm going to do Friday Night Bryce at its usual time, 7 Pacific, or 7 Central. Brian, you got a hair to do any streaming?
I'll do just a little bit, just enough because I finally got good at the game. I don't know if you saw me ever being good at it because it took a while to kind of ramp up the.
Oh yeah.
Well, because at first you're so fucking overwhelmed and scared, and then it's like you're like, what do I do? And then I was definitely hitting some action star grooves there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
What was that first person movie? The whole thing that was like the bad motherfucker video.
Yeah.
Something Leisure Suit Larry shooting up Harry.
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry. But,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty close.
Which was that from the guy who made that?
Yeah. From that team. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We'll stream a little of that game.
And of course, Justin R. Young every day on Twitch.
Not tomorrow, but Thursday, Friday, and hopefully these internets.
And
We'll keep them afloat.
keep them up. And check us out on
Gotta
Good Day
keep
Internet.
the baby afloat. The guy on a buffalo.
Oh.
All right. Love you, boys. See you later.
See you, sir.
Bye, everybody.
We can say a lot in a little bit. Pressure ain't on miles, made us throw a fit. But got that kind of love and that ain't counterfeit. It's foolish and useless without your love.